Hey, that's great. Let's go over those. But hey, do you need a cup of coffee? Okay, so what do we have cooking today?
Well, first we have something from Nick with McDonald's. He wants to set up an appointment either tomorrow or Wednesday around 9 or 10. Which would work better?
Let's shoot for Tuesday, and 9 o'clock. Another thing, over the weekend I wrote out a couple of different tasks that I need you to work on. So I put your initials next to it, helping me send this helmet out to Terry for their auction.
Okay.
I have this billboard agreement I need you to scan, so review these 4 or 5 things along with a couple of these.
Alright.
What you don't get, just ask me and I'll give you some additional details.
I created these sponsorships this year. I was updating them, and they're for the Shenandoah Apple Blossom, and they cover 45 different events. There are 150 sponsors which sponsor the Shenandoah Apple Blossom. Here's an example. It's 5-hour energy. Dario went through. He made some corrections, things that I needed to do. So with 5-hour energy, I made the corrections, and then I also created another component which would make their sponsorship even larger for this coming up Apple Blossom, which is the 86th. So they've been around for a long time. And I just completed all of these. As you can see, it was a very lengthy process.
Right. So hold this one up. So you kind of, take this, fan through it. See, these are, this included everything.
Also this year, I helped assist with another associate in creating these summary packets, and it shows everywhere that the sponsorship name and logo is, including print, radio, and among other things. Okay, and here's the program. It has several, of their logos, describing where it was, how long it was there, and a component that I solely created was the 30-minute preview TV show event vignettes. So I watched the whole show, and I looked for how long the logos were on there and how long their name was on there, and I wrote them down. So, for example, this one's for Miller Lite, and they were on the screen for about 35 seconds, which is a pretty good chunk of sponsorship for them, showing marketing, showing that they're a really good company, and this is their packet that they'll receive in summary of everything that we have created for them during the Shenandoah Apple. Over the past 8 weeks here at Full Circle Marketing, I've had several successes and have learned an ample amount of things. So let's start with my successes. First, I have learned how to understand, the 45 events that we do a lot of work with. And in understanding those events, I've created these sponsorship packages, 150 plus personalized sponsorship packages, and I have created / updated 120 generic sponsorship packages. I have created packages for the Salsa Fest, one that is an event which is lower level, middle level is presenting, and the highest level is title, which would be like the Wells Fargo Salsa Fest would be the title of it, so it would always be in the name. Next, I have assisted and secured celebrities for the Valley Health Golf Tournament, which is in September. And a lot of those guys are former NFL players, so that was fun, sending out emails and writing them letters and just conversing with them. I also have called different people regarding Boy Scouts, hotels, and Facebook, which will help us get the VTC grant for next year, and it helped us this year as well. So now let's go on to things that I've learned. I have learned a broader marketing terminology with doing these packages. I've also learned to be professionally persistent, which is key to building a professional clientele relationship, and that can aid in furthering the opportunities that Full Circle Marketing has with other vendors and other companies, so it's just good to have a clear name and really respectable name. Um, Also, I have learned about new mediums such as Constant Contact, which just sends emails in bulk about certain events. We have one with Apple Blossom, and it just sends them current updates about who won the Chevy car dealership cars and trips and things like that. I've also learned to multitask, being on the phone, typing emails at the same time while thinking of other things that I need to be doing. Lastly, I've learned that following up and following through with tasks is a big component of what we do here. If it's assigning other people things to do, which will further along the task to being completed. Well, that's about all I have for you.
Well, at the same time, let me also share, as I come into screen here. First of all, thank you very much, Savanna, for joining us. I appreciate Virginia Tech being able to work with us and Full Circle Marketing, USA Sports Marketing, in terms of the internship. And I worked with quite a few Virginia Tech students, and Savanna has proved to be one of the better ones. And she has done an excellent job in terms of punctuality, attendance, to being able to grasp what we're working on in a quick in a short period of time, which is not always easy because there's so many different components in working with all these different sponsorships, and just grasping the terminology and understanding the different levels. So she's done an excellent job. I really appreciate her joining us this summer, and look forward to interacting and helping her in the future with a referral, as well as maybe giving her some ideas as to where you might want to start to apply for jobs in the next couple of years, as well as recommending again another internship, because the experience level, in her field is critical to gaining the job. Everybody's going to ask about the experience level of somebody versus sometimes the GPA. So again, thank you, Virginia Tech and Professor, for assisting us, and we look forward to some additional students from VT. Go Hokies.